Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Today's Hukamnama is in a beautiful rag called Rag Sorat. This rag, or musical measure, is very special, as are all rags in the Guru Granth Sahib, because it gives someone a feeling of such strong belief that they want to just repeat something over and over and engrave it into their heart. Guru Granth Sahib Ji tells us, Rag Sorat is beautiful when it inspires the soul bride to be drenched in the love of the Lord. So here we have a Shabad in Rag Sorat, and it's a Shabad of great happiness. Gur Apne Balehari. This Shabad starts at surrenderance to God. I am a sacrifice. I surrender myself to the Guru, to the Lord. Jin Puran Pad Savari. I surrender myself to that Lord who has saved my honor in this world. What does it mean when we hear saved my honor? If you think about something, as a lot of people in this world grow older, they lose their values, they lose their pureness, they lose touch of the truth, they lose that love they have. Think of the heart of a child. Think of compassion. Sometimes the older someone gets, the more they go into the world, the more stone-hearted they become. They lose their simple morals. And then think of the afterlife. It is said that all our good deeds and bad deeds are written. But it is also said that those who love God and try with all their heart to tread on God's path and reach God, those who are sincere, God takes their account of their sins and good deeds and just rips it up. Meaning those who love God, even if they're not perfect, God covers their imperfections and saves their honor. A very beautiful line which comes to my mind at the moment is, Prem patola teh said ditta, takkan ko pat meri. God has given me the silk cloth of His love to cover my honor. So here, I surrender to that God, because I know that God will save my honor. That God won't consider my vices or virtues. That God will just take me as I am. Man chindya fal paya. Man chindya. Whatever I thought of. Fal means fruit. I have reaped the fruits that I've thought of. Every single action we commit is like a seed that we plant. And one day, we will have to eat the fruit of that seed. So think, what seeds are you sowing today? Think about that. Every single thing you do will either take you away from God or bring you closer. It'll either make you sad or make you peaceful. I have obtained the fruits of my mind's desires. Guru Arjan Dev Ji is saying this. Now you have to realize something. Sant Kabir Ji sometimes says in a state of mind, whatever I wish for, that doesn't happen. Whatever I want, the opposite happens. This is a state of mind talking. And what does Guruji wish for? Guruji says, Visar nahi datar apna naam de, gun gawa din raat nanak chahe. God, give me the gift of your loving remembrance. May I sing your glories day and night. This is my only wish. When someone treads on the path of God, slowly their worldly desires get smaller and smaller and smaller. and they realize their soul's desire. This isn't talking about the desire of the body, the desires of our vices, but our soul's desire, which is to meet God, to be one with God. So Guruji is saying, I've obtained the fruits of my desires. Prab apna sada tyaya. And here is the answer of what these fruits of the desires were. Manchindiya phal paya. I've obtained this fruit of my desire. Prab apna sada tyaya. I meditate forever on my Lord. That was my desire. That is what I've obtained. Santo tis bin avar na koi. Oh, my dear saints, remember one thing. There's no one besides God. In reality, we have our egos which make us think we are separate. But Guruji says, Eho visansar tum dekhde, eho har ka roop hai, har roop nadri aaya. This whole world that we see is God's image. See God in it. Our minds, our eyes, our ears. Our eyes were meant to see the Lord in everyone. Our ears were meant to hear the truth. Karan karan prab soye rahao. Karan karan prab soye. This is the pause line. So these two make up the pause. First, without God, there's none. No one is without God. See God in all. This world is an image. And two, Karan karan prab soye. Everything that happens comes from God. God is the cause. Some people say this world is a different show of cause and effect. But here Guruji is telling us, yes, but the cause is in the hands of God. Like they say, Karan karte vas hai. The cause is in the power of the Creator. And here Guruji is telling us, everything is caused by God. So we like to think we have free will. But in reality, all of our actions have a cause. It's a law that every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and every action has a stimulus. Think of what you did today. You went and ate something. What was the cause? Your hunger. You said something mean to someone. What was the cause? Inner hatred, inner insecurities. You went to work. What was the cause? Need for money. Every single thing we have has a cause, and we are controlled by these causes. We are controlled by these inner desires. We say we have free will, but some of us are slaves. Actually, all of us are slaves. So we are slaves to lust. We are slaves to ego. We are slaves to anger. But those who give those up and become a slave to the love of God, that is the type of slavery which sets a person free. Once you hold on to God, then lust, anger, ego won't be able to touch you. That is true freedom, walking in God's will. So this is the pause line. Prab apne var dinne. God has given me this blessing, this great blessing. Sagal jiya vas kinne. God has made all the beings and everything, every single particle in this universe is in God's power. Jan Nanak Naam Dhyaye. And this is the blessing, O Nanak, that I meditate on the Naam. And what happens? Ta sagle dukh mitaiye. When I meditate on God, all of my pains go away. So remember today, whose slave do you want to be? As you commit your actions, remember, What seeds are you planting? Is your action caused by worldliness, by greed? Or is your action caused by the purest form? Gurbani says God's purest form is love. Where there is pure love, there is God. So think about your actions. Think about what's pulling you. And think about what you're a slave to. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.